No, I'm not dead. No, I know, it's been a while. Not dead, just overworked and depressed. Okay, let's go. As many of you know, it's been quite a journey, literally, to get to the concert for Travis Japan this year. Today I'm going to do a little live report of the concert I attended on the 18th of January in Nagoya. Why was this such a journey? Simply because I actually won a ticket for Niigata. But as you know, because of the earthquake that happened on the 1st of January, the Niigata concerts were cancelled. I had booked 1 week of holiday just for that concert that got cancelled, and I was devastated. I'm perfectly aware that this is for the right reason and they did the right thing, but still, coming from London for one date and getting it cancelled, I was like, okay, so now what do I do? Then thankfully one friend just helped me buy a Tachimi ticket for Nagoya on the 18th, so I still managed to get to the concert. I was very grateful and happy that I was still able to enjoy the concert because, you know, it means a lot for me. I see Travis Japan once a year! Once a year, okay. So today let's just talk about the concert a little bit. By the way, that was another trouble as well because I ordered the merch when it was like open for pre-ordered and they arrived when I was in Japan, so I just had to buy double. At this point in my life, I really feel that I'm paying Chizuya's rent. I mean, it's me, you're welcome. I will do it again. Love the jersey set. As you can see, very baggy. Love it, love it. Very cute, very soft. And look at the back. Oh wait. The Uchiwa. This one is really cute. I love this one. I thought that last year the filter was a bit weird, but this year was just like a bit more simple, a bit more casual, and I like it. I like the fact that this time they put the entire group in the back. That's so cute! I'm not going to go into all of the things that I bought, but one thing still baffled me until now is why do we have two pen lights? I would have been okay with just this one, which is kind of a watch thingy. And on the wristband you have the little characters representing each of the members. The pink hair is Shizuya. I was a little confused by the blonde one. Like, is this Shime or is this Umi now? Because they switched hair color and it's bothering me a little bit because I'm so used to Shime being the blonde one. But we got a second one with a T here and a J on the back. And I guess this is to put your phone to stabilize it for the encore. I guess it works. I guess. Oh god. I guess. Initially I thought that maybe one of the light stick would have been connected to the venue via Bluetooth or something like that, which one of my friends told me the first to do that was actually Arashi. So that's what I was thinking. Maybe there was just like light effects because of the pen light to be connected by the Bluetooth. That would be like a surprise or whatever. It's not. Let me just grab the notes. When you arrive into the venue, there was introduction video playing onto the screens that they posted actually on social media. They made a Japanese version, they made an English version, so that's the one that was playing. Promotion time for the favorite child. Getta's Drama's DVD was released, so they were doing the promo for that. They also had some MV playing while people were getting into the venues. I noted Level Up and Okie Dokie. I think that's the first time that I've seen that. I don't know if anybody else has been doing it, but for me that was the first time. I was like, oh, cute! The theme of the concert. Again, that's just my opinion. I don't know if this is what was intended, but that was my impression of it. Cyberpop video games such as Level Up, the merch and the SD character are in the same style. This is very much giving Zelda, old Zelda map. The light on the screen before they arrive is giving me Wreck-It Ralph when you get sucked into the arcade. So there was a main stage, you also have a center stage, they had a moving stage moving into the venue, and on the top of the screen you'll basically have like two round screen like this. It's just like a band, double band like this. They were lifting from up the stage, and that's when Travis Japan arrived, and it was just like this visual special effect that looked like you were sucked into a video game. That's what I understood. Maybe I'm completely wrong, which would be very embarrassing. Anyway, something that I really wanted to emphasize because I'm very passionate about dance. This concert shows to me how much Travis Japan is passionate about dance profession and professional dancers as well. I love that they use the screens at the top, so you know, like the two bands that I was talking about, to indicate the name of the song being performed with the name of the person who choreographed the song. So that could be one of the members of Travis Japan, that could be one of their fellow talents such as Yara or Senga. There was also other artists that you may not be familiar with who worked on it and who worked with Travis Japan. I thought it was a really great idea, and I've never seen that before. Usually you would have the name of the song, you can have the lyrics on the screens, but the choreographer was always on the screen, and that touched my heart. The reason why it was impactful for me is that since the Plus 81 videos recorded with the choreographer, you have a version with Travis Japan only and one Travis Japan dancing with the choreographer, collaborating with local professionals of the industry and with the TV show that they have now as well, like Dance Daze. TJ is really becoming an ambassador for dance professionals in Japan, in my opinion. It still stands to be less recognized as a professional career. The fact that TJ is putting so much light on choreographer and professional dancers is for me really important. Also with their show, they cater to this new generation of dancers. I'm very proud of Travis Japan in this way. That was my TED Talk, thank you for coming. Going back to the show. This time again, there was no juniors, no back dancer. TJ is carrying the entire concert on their own. They made a better use of breaks and video on the screens to give themselves a little breather in between sequences, in between tableaus. They made also shorter medleys, and they put unit dances or talks in more strategic places, in my opinion, so that they don't get exhausted as quickly as it was last year. It flew really smoothly. When I saw that the show was like 2 hours and a half, I was like, really? I thought that was 30 minutes. Like, I need more. I need more. Going more into details into the member intro. So pretty. So pretty! It was all black and white. It was individual sequences of the members dancing. I remember Shizuya dancing with a basketball, and I remember Noel dancing in a very beautiful white light. It was very artsy, very elegant. It was very much a focus on their dance specialty and their creativity. The solo cards, I need to talk about the solo cards. They used the same tigers from last year, but the tigers were decorated, were dressed into each member color and in each member's theme. The one that captured my attention first was Matthew's tiger, because it was wearing jeans and a turtleneck. Genta's tiger was wearing the Just Dance blue outfit. Chaka's were wearing a cap. Actually, Chaka's tiger looked a bit gangster. It took me a minute to notice the style, because I was like, why is this so scary? And on the little platform around the tiger, there was also accessories representing each of the members. So Shizuya has a basketball, Noel has a stack of books, Matthew's tiger had a little ukulele, little guitar. So cute, represented like each of the members. I will say, Noel's tiger was very flamboyant. Don't know if it's giving library, but it's giving royalty. And why not? Why not? He deserves it. Okay, the unit song. I already reviewed the songs from the album, as you know. I will put the link in the description if you missed that. Seeing them live gave a new light to the song. I was already emotional about Matsu's song. Seeing it live, I cried. Full on crying. They were wearing matching outfits, denim outfits. They were both singing and playing the guitar in the center stage. So it was a very simple, very acoustic type of vibe. But on the screen, there was also a sunset. So already you're getting into the mood, right? And at the end of the song, they decided to do a collage of all the pictures from the junior days. How am I supposed not to cry? When the song is finished, they just recreated one of the poses of the junior days together, and I was gone. I love you, bro. I didn't come here for that. And I went into a roller coaster of emotion, because then the other solo had nothing to do with this. Day off. Chaka and Noel. So their outfit looked very comfy and very cute. It was very cozy. And they did a small dance break in the middle with lasers. I think it was choreographed by Noel, if I remember correctly. Dance break in the middle gave me very Nakamaru, because it was like playing with lasers and everything. So I love this part in particular. The dancing was amazing and beautiful, because obviously Chaka and Noel are absolutely fantastic. But it didn't stand out as much as the other units, in my opinion. Going into Paranoia.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
If I die, this man is the reason why. Just so you know. Paranoia, Shime, Umin, and Shizu. I already know it was kind of a spicy song. So I came in prepared, right? I wasn't prepared enough, because this song, the concert should really be called Road to Audacity, because the audacity of this man. Babe, why are you so thirsty? Really, Umin? Why? You're asking me why? You know what? Did you have to moan into this mic? No, you didn't. But you did. Don't ask me why I'm thirsty after that. You did it. Did Shime has to do a sexy Shime comeback? For some reason, he decided to flash his ab and thrust his hips on the stage, with the cameraman going in there as well. Great camera work. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Did he have to? I would say yes. I would say thank you. And then this Shizu. The voice. The voice. No, I've been posting about it, but I need to make it on records that Shizuya's vocals has jumped forward drastically. Let me tell you, the grain, the beauty, the stability, the volume, the notes, the range, that was not here 3 years ago. These high notes on Paranoia, I'm sorry. Hello. Hello. Now, was the voice everything that was noticeable? No. No, of course not. I can't even say it with a straight face. He's so pretty, I'm gonna cry. I'm sorry. The face, the hair, the sweat, the shirt, this satin shirt. What? The body, the voice, everything. This man already had me on a chokehold for an entire year with one word. It was nice. The encore. As many of you know, this is the first time that they authorized people to actually film inside the venue. It was only for one song of the encore, but that made me so happy. I hope they continue to do this, and I hope more groups start doing the same as they do. I do appreciate not having phones in front of my face during the entire concert because it kind of ruined the experience of being live, but I do like the idea of filming the encore portion of it. I think the song varies from one city to the other for the encore, maybe from one day to the other as well. We had love tag, so you don't really know which one you're going to have, but yeah, there was some good fan service in there. I was so sad of being this far because I needed a clearer shot. Overall, a great show. I'm very happy that I was able to attend. You already know that if there's a concert next year in January, I will be coming back again. You know what? Next year I will be vlogging, okay? I did a vlog for Cartoon's Quarter Live the first time I attended a Chinese concert. If that's something you're interested in to see, just let me know. And if you attended the concert, let me know what was your favorite part. Other than that, we'll just have to reconnect during the DVD because I need emotional support to rewatch Paranoia. Okay, don't let me watch this alone again, because I will die the way God intended watching Shizuya on stage. And that's what matters, really. There you go. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you very soon. Bye bye!
Nagoya.